So I live in and still love London, but London is a very busy bubble. Sometimes I get trapped inside this bubble and carried away with the wind. And when I say the wind, I mean the energy of the city. Hectic, anxious, human doing rather than human being energy.
Does he sound Ghanaian or African or like Nigerian? Nigerian?
Maybe Nigerian, yeah.
If you are traveling tonight,
Are you traveling tonight? If you are traveling tonight.
if you are traveling tonight, sweetie, safe journey back home.
I am traveling tonight, and back home means Poland to me. Yes, I am Polish Nigerian and love going back home to Poland to meet with family and friends and slow down the pace. Recover some of the balance you easily lose. Last minute shopping. I ran out of foundation. I don't usually wear makeup but like to have it in case I need it. If you are black or blackish going to Poland, you might want to get your makeup before you get there. I'm flying from Stansted Airport. Flying from here makes the most sense for my target location in Poland. This bookish Cafe Nero at Stansted is my favorite spot, where I usually sit and wait for the gate to be announced. The book I'm reading at the moment is Alicia Keys' memoir. At 4, I don't understand why my mom's skin doesn't look like my own. I've been waiting for the day when all at once her hundreds of small dots will march toward one another, link arms and magically blend to make her brown like me. I know nothing about race, about how it can be used to separate and conquer and shame. And then there was Poland and me, walking slowly and mindfully. Taking the time to notice colors and textures, smelling the proverbial roses and taking it easy. I especially love the apples that the worms love as well. Not the fake, genetically modified plastic-looking, one-size pretenders with barcodes on them, but the ones nature produces without pesticide spray. If the worms want to eat them, I want to eat them too. Here Grandma is showing off her pumpkins, which grew surprisingly huge this year. This means I'll be eating a lot of pumpkin soup while I'm here. And then this threatened to end my Polish peace of mind restoring break. A Polish screenwriter and director, Agnieszka Holland, made a film titled Zielona Granica, Green Border. The government hates it and doesn't want people to watch it. So I decided to watch it. And here we are, on the way to the cinema, chatting to the taxi driver about the film, or rather about the European refugee crisis.
A to kto sprowadza tak naprawdę?
Zarabiają na tym pieniądze horrendalne. I sobie sprowadzają, tam musi zapłacić parę tysięcy dolarów i go na przykład przez Morze Śródziemne przewożą. Ostatnio oglądałem taki film.
Z jakich krajów przeważnie przyjeżdżają?
Afryka głównie. Nie?
Afryka
A tu
głównie.
z tej strony to tam Afganistan, Pakistan, Indie.
Before the cinema, I stopped to get some breakfast at a coffee/bookshop called Między wierszami, in between poems. I started thinking about my good friend Kika, who introduced me to this place many years ago. She thought I would like it because I'm into books. She wasn't wrong. It's a very special place for me, still. The other book I'm reading right now is a novel by Anya Bass. I knew I would find this story relatable because it is a tale of migration and displacement. Plus, its author and I were once neighbors, growing up in the same town, on the very same street, back in Poland. I think we also migrated to the UK around the same time. My breakfast finally showed up. By the time it did, I had almost finished my coffee, but this breakfast was worth the wait. It was delicious. Now that we are eating, let me tell you more about the film. It is about the green border, exclusion zone between Poland and Belarus, now the location for an apparently unending ordeal for refugees. Belarus president has permitted the admission of refugees, encouraging their hope of easily getting from the Białowieża forest, but only to punish and undermine the EU for its anti-Belarus sanctions. It is a movie, not a documentary. But this film about people dying in the forest is beginning an unwanted conversation. Unwanted by the Polish government, which is now accused of aggressively throwing the newcomers back on the Belarus territory over a barbed-wired fence to avoid feeding and housing them in Poland. So I spoke to a lady from the place where I was about the film. I spoke to the waitress about the film, the one who was there. And I was wondering if she was going to watch it. So obviously she heard about the huge... Everybody knows about the film because that's all they talk about. You know, the government... I don't understand how they don't get the fact that if you make so much noise about the film, everybody will want to watch it, and that's exactly what's happening. She told me that was the reason why she would watch it as well, because of the controversy. So I don't know, like, if they wanted to shut it down, they should have stayed quiet about it, but instead that's all they talk about, so now everybody wants to watch it. So yes, and I was wondering like what she thinks about the actual theme, you know, the border. She has read a book about this, and for her that was an eye-opener. Apparently the book came from a legitimate source. I don't know, I mean, I've not read the book, so I can't really say, but of course the film has to be fictionalized. There has to be some fiction in the film for people to want to watch it and stuff like that, but she believes that there is some truth in it, and of course usually there is no smoke without fire. I just wish I could know how much truth there is in it. Yeah, it's interesting and disturbing. I'm about to go and watch it, but I don't want to wait for a taxi. I just wanted to walk to the cinema, but it's raining. Of course it's raining, so I'm sitting under this tree, kind of waiting for it to stop raining. I don't know if that's going to happen, and I don't know why I'm wearing my shades while it's raining. There's no sun here, but you know, this is just what I do. Okay, so I am on my way to the cinema, and I will see you in my next Poland vlog after I have watched the film.